Okie dokie, everybody. It's Trails in the Sky. Thanks so much for joining us. Gotta fight this attack helicopter mech, the Pale Apache. Wow. Heck yeah, guys. So, last time, our heroes... Well, we only had one hero last time. It was... By the way, look at some of these spells here. Yowzers. Wow. We should... I'm gonna stunt with one of those, like, right away. Ooh, that takes a while to happen. Alright. Ooh, that's not good. Let's see if a hard break will stop that. Last time we only had our hero Estelle adventuring. That will not stop that effect. That's not good. Lessons learned. Okay, drawing fire pretty good here. I should probably... I'm gonna do this real quick. Before Estelle gets KO'd, like I at least get a move out on this guy. You know, because it's looking like Estelle is about to eat dirt from this guy's attack. Yeah, so Estelle was making her escape from the Society's clutches, as you might all recall. And on the deck of the Glorious, after making, navigating the various corridors and spots of the, Glorious and all the various obstacles and robots we avoided, we ended up cornered on the bridge on top of the Glorious, where an old enemy showed up. Gilbert, the aide of Mayor Dalmore from Rouen, who was, you might recall, was a terribly awful villain, By the way, this would really delay this guy, but I don't know if it's enough to, like, delay below Estelle, so I might just cast a heal. Do we have any heals here? We do. Alright. Do a quick heal on Estelle, so that she can maybe survive this attack coming our way. Yeah, we were cornered by Gilbert, who had been hired by the Society along with a bunch of Jaegers, and they beat the crap out of Estelle. Oof, a defense down as well. That sucks. However, we found out that one of the Jaegers there was actually Joshua in disguise. He finally revealed himself. So... By the way, I'm gonna do this so that there's one less attack coming Estelle's way. Might survive this without getting KO'd. No, we won't. These guys do so much damage. We'll see. This guy's about to come bully. Couldn't quite reach her. Hey, look at me being smart. Alright, working here to just heal myself up a little bit, because that break cannon really did ruin things. So Joshua finally revealed himself, was like, surprise, it's me. And like, stop Gilbert and the Jaegers, beat them all. There was a tense confrontation between Love and Joshua, where Joshua did admit that he basically couldn't beat Love in a fight, which is not a good sign, given how tough this guy is. But, like... Hold on, I'm just doing this on Estelle as well. Get that really quickly on Estelle so we can really quickly boost up here so we can boogie against this guy. Unfortunately, now this guy gets the CP boost. That would have been really nice for us. Damn. That friggin' animation, the friggin' camera was shaking. That was kind of cool. Fine, let's do this. Thankfully, Joshua had rigged the engine room of the Glorious to blow up, forcing Loeb to, like, divert and go fix the issue, so we had a clean break to escape. There was no time for, like, discussion of this tearful reunion as Joshua and Estelle finally were reunited after so long, this whole game being spent with our heroes split up. There we go, look at me. Let me pull in these cool moves. We had almost made an escape because Joshua has set up a ship to, you know, has set up a Ouroboros escort ship to escape on here in the hangar. But Campanella has waylaid us and he has sent this crazy cool robot against us, the Pale Apache, a helicopter mech. I'm loving this guy, you know, so I love me a good giant robot. Flying giant robot, helicopter thing, like this guy's design is sick. Probably the best robot we've faced so far, so I'm pretty hyped for this fight. Although I am doing pretty terribly here. This guy hits like a truck. I'm gonna self-medicate here real quick, just to make sure that no nasty surprises come our way. Man, by the way, look at the giant EP pool that Joshua has. I've dropped 2 clock-up EXs, and he's still leading Estelle on the health sitch. Oh, gosh, okay. Well, this is not going to be that straightforward a fight, huh? Alright, alright. Let's delay him a little further. That did delay him. Good. I was like, did that actually work? It did. Very nice. Is this guy weak against anything? No. They're just nothing. They're blancos. Alright, what could we do then for funsies? Just do a dark matter. I guess we could just beat him up, but I don't know, I want to stunt a little bit here. Nice. Oh, we're actually dragging this guy down pretty good. Wow, I didn't realize we'd gone through so much of this dude's health. Alright, alright. Very nice, very nice. I'm just ignoring this boyo. Actually, I shouldn't. This guy's about to get a strength boost. Let's see if this kills. Ooh, that was unnecessary as heck. Ooh, my bad. Ooh, the clock up went away. Let's Estelle tag in and drop a clock up to help out Joshua there. No, we got a strength boost. We should really take advantage of that, so just hit this guy in the face. Oh yeah, oh my goodness, the damage. Okay, this again. Move, move, move. This time, I learned my lesson. We are clearing the area. And might as well clock up ourselves. I was gonna have Estelle do that, but I guess might as well, not, no, not there. Whoa, come on. Whoa, hey, you silly. There we go. There we go. That's out of the way, I think. Alright, back in the groove. Break cannon! Yeah, opening up with the strongest move right away. That's a real dick move, but appreciate the Moxie. We got a lot of CP. I'm going to use this one, because this one does pretty chunky damage. Okay, I could have just hit him normally, and that would have done actually just fine damage, so never mind. Speaking of fine damage, wow. Ouchies. Alright, alright. No worries, we're still in it. In fact, now we can pop this. Some really major damage. We got this guy. Oh, we so got him. You're down. Oh, we... Oh, no, we didn't. Just lose the strength boost. My bad. Oh, right, the guy blows up. Whoopsie-daisy.
Piece of cake.
Managed to tank it, though, so all good. Piece of cake, as mentioned. Nice. We're gonna get a second one by any chance? No, no way. Not that close, but good progress on a second level up, so very good. Well, that went pretty quickly. I'm pretty happy with that fight. Well, that's funny, like, because he's technically not on the screen, because if we were playing in 4x3, you know, he would be off the screen, so they don't give him his portrait there. Sure, I guess. But, like, yeah, once again, the little foibles of widescreen mode here, goofing about with us. Well done, well done. I expected no less of Joshua, but the Missy's really very good as well. Enough of your stupid messing around! Now, there's no need to be so angry. Anyway, it's time for the fool whose act is done to exit stage right. Oh, this guy sucks. What? Well then, you two. Let's meet again. Soon. Ah, he's so insufferable. They did a good job of making him just such a heel. He's gone. That's just a little escape trick he knows. Don't worry about it. More importantly...
Hey, you sure they came this way?
Didn't you hear the sounds, idiot? No doubt about it. Oh boy, guys are on our trail right now. Estelle, we have to hurry. Right! Oh, we get this pumping action music for this scene. Great. I dig it. Lock the door. I'll get the ship launched immediately. Got it! Activation key recognized. Confirmation code entered. And we can go. Is it gonna be okay without co-pilots? We got one here, but I don't know if Estelle's gonna know how to co-pilot this thing. Whoa! I'm opening the hatch via remote control. We'll be launching immediately, so take a seat. Okay. You know what scene's coming up, by the way. Pretty soon we're gonna have a chance to have a bit of a tit-to-tat, you know, between these two. It's finally time to, like, lay some feelings bare, yeah? So far we're just relying on this crazy situation to, like, cover up, but things are gonna get awkward in a bit, you guys. Just strap in.
It's them! Fire! Don't let them escape!
Looks like this armor's made of two-stern stuff. Wow, that thing dropped like a... That's appropriate, I guess, but that looked really funny. It just... We're falling! It's fine. We'll correct shortly. There we go. Yep, looking good. Hell yeah, successful escape.
Think they could just fly away? Hell with that!
Sorties the airships! They're going after them! Now let's see if Joshua was so forward. Nope, I was like he had sabotaged every single other airship. Not looking that way. Okay, this was a wrinkle I wasn't thinking of. How is this gonna go? Ooh, that red flashing light can't be good. Whoa! This is a radar, isn't it? I'm surprised Estelle knows what one of those is. There's, 3 lights getting closer. I think. Pursuers. We'll need to evade them somehow. Joshua? You know how to fly an airship? Basics, at least. This ship doesn't have any armaments, however. This isn't the best situation for us to be in. Oh, great. Wait, why did you go for a ship with no weapons? The ship was undergoing maintenance, so the security was lighter. It was an emergency, so I didn't have time to be picky. An emergency? You don't mean the fact that I was caught on the Glorious? Oh boy, he totally means that. Enough. We're going to be flying rough, so hang on to something. Ah! Looks like they've caught up, huh? Now, there seems to be a machine gun right there on the top turret. Maybe it's not loaded, so I guess we can't rely on it. Yeah, those guys have proper Gatling guns, good lord. Oh! That guy went down? Oh no! Switch it up to missiles. Damn, this is hype though. This looks so sick. Okay, I'm really worried about that third one though, you know? Probably setting up some kind of ambush. Damn. Oh my goodness, there it is, blindsiding us. Damn, this is... I mean, it's pretty rudimentary, of course, this animation, but they set up like a really great story sequence there. I really love that. Ugh, this is bad. Those guys chasing us seem pretty good. The pilots have been put through one of the Society's piloting-focused enhancement programs, most likely. They won't be very good at adapting to the unusual, but for some common tasks like chasing down a ship, they're very good. I get it. They're like those guys from earlier. They're bad at adapting, though. Maybe we can cause some kind of accident? Yeah! We're hit? Were we hit? No, wait. That wasn't our ship. Oh? Alright!
Hey, kid, looks like the cavalry's arrived.
Yo! Not who I thought it was gonna be. That's so cool! I thought it was gonna be the Arsail, you know, the Royal Army bailing us out, but this is even neater in being the Kapuas. That's... no way! The Bobcat. But why? Joshua! Joshua, you're on that ship, right? That voice. That voice. See, I knew. I made an educated guess on who'd be the one on the comms. I knew it. Yes, it's me. What are you guys doing here? I thought you'd be out of Libero by now. My brothers got all worried that you might run into a problem. So, we've been shadowing that flying whale for a while.
Huh? Really? Who was the one begging us to follow Joshua, looking all waked up and ready to faint?
Kyle!
Enough, you two! And besides, we have a little payback to give the Society ourselves! We thought we could stick around here until we settled our other debt.
I see. Thank you. You saved me. Yeah, you better be grateful.
We've had an eye on you for a while and noticed you weren't firing back. There's some kind of problem?
I had to take a ship with no armaments. It's proven to be a bit of an issue.
I can imagine.
What do we do then?
Right then, we'll split them in two. You can probably lose one, right?
One? No problem.
It's a plan then. Blessings of Idios be with you.
Joshua, take care, you hear me? Oh, man. What a great, like, finale sequence for this escape, you know? This was so rad. All the drama there. Delightful. Okay, I guess we lost them because the music's chill now, so we didn't get to see how that happened, but it's fine. Dipped in a cloud or something, I don't know. So, conversation time now, maybe? Oh, by the way, look, there really aren't any Gatling guns on this thing. They actually took the time to, like, make a separate model with the Gatling guns missing. Very cool. Estelle, is anything on the radar? Nope. All the lights are out, it looks like. I don't know why she's jiggling that hard. That looks really funny. Seems like we completely lost him. Good. Yeah. I gotta say, I was surprised by the bandits. They're kind of okay. I never thought they'd show up out of the blue to save us like that. Maybe I've been a bit too hard on them. It's true. I just saw us as two parties bound to a contract. But I suppose relationships between people aren't that simple. Oh boy, Joshua, that was a wrong pick of words if you want to avoid this topic. By the way, I think this is a bug, the, like, thing jiggling for Estelle. But for me, the headcanon that Estelle is, like, being jittered by the ship while Joshua is able to stay still, I like that headcanon way more, so I'm sticking with that for the duration of this silliness. What's all this all of a sudden? Put two people together and maybe they'll fight, maybe they'll be friends. All kinds of stuff can happen. That's just how people act, you know. Yes. How people act was never very clear in the world I lived in. Oh. Oh no, we switched that octave sadder. Kill or be killed. Take or be taken from. Until I met you, my life was an endless cycle of such simplicity. But, even you had some good times with Love and your sister, right? Love told you about that, did he? It's true I have those memories, but they feel like someone else's. What? After my heart was shattered, my memories of Hamel were no longer my own. I think it's because I gave up being human and chose to become a puppet. I do clearly remember my sister's death. She and I were attacked by a man lying in wait for stragglers. The man swatted me away and forced my sister to the ground. Oh. At the time, I was too young to know what he probably meant to do. That's dark, wow. All I knew was that he was hurting my sister, and I had a bad feeling, so I grabbed onto the man's back. I ended up getting crushed and thrown off immediately. Somehow, though, I had managed to get my hands on the man's gun. Thinking about it, I wonder, did I have a talent for killing people even then? I'd never even been taught how, but I still removed the safety and pulled the trigger with no hesitation. Wow, that actually, yeah, that's interesting. Like, I don't know, someone who's never shot a gun before probably wouldn't think to, like, remove the safety. Like, you might not even know what that is, especially at, like, a little kid age like that, you know? Wow. The man fell over, spewing blood from his mouth, looking confused. At that moment, I finally realized I'd shot a man. He wasn't quite dead yet, though. He jumped up, combat knife out, screaming and gurgling incoherently with murder in his eyes. I curled up and closed my eyes like I was being attacked by a wild animal. But there was no impact. I was embraced by something soft. When I opened my eyes, there was my sister, gently smiling at me. The man had collapsed at some point, and Lo was standing there, dumbstruck with horror. My sister, cradled by Lo, gave me her harmonica. And then she closed her eyes. I remember every detail, you see. But even talking about it like this doesn't make me feel sad. It's just a slight tugging at the heart, like reading a stranger's diary. And the same is true of my time with you. Wow, that's a harsh one, good heavens. No. I do think I was changed a little by touching your warmth. I learned happiness and joy with you, and finally came to think of you as someone dear. But somewhere, it all felt as if it was distant. I suspect that's what my real self was feeling. The empty void of the broken puppet that is Joshua Astray. Alright then, that was... And we've parked near Rouen, I think? If I recognize this coastline. I mean, yeah, there's only one place with a coastline, so yeah, the lakeside does not look like this, so... This is goodbye, Estelle. Okay, wow, really? Please do not chase after me anymore. Okay, Estelle, what's the play here? Is it over, or... I was a little happy to see you one last time, but... Even so, we should not be together. Being with someone like me will never be good for you. And, to be frank, you will only be a burden to me. Ouch. I guess he's kind of got a point. Like, he did have to, like, blow his cover to, like, save us there, so... We did kind of ruin whatever he was playing there in the Glorious, yeah. So... You're a terrible liar, you know that? What? Even the music cut out, that's so awesome. Joshua, listen. I've seen and heard a lot since you left. And now I think I understand. I understand the reason you left. The real reason. The one you haven't even admitted to yourself. You can't bear to be with me because your heart's broken. You feel like being with me is someone else's story that you can never ever have? And come on. I'll be a bad influence on you? Or you'll hold me back? What? That's all a bunch of lies. Every single one. Especially that last one. There you go, Estelle. I love that attitude. They aren't lies. No, Joshua. Really, listen. I understand now. You're really, really scared. What? You think it's your fault that your sister died. And you'd never ever forgive yourself if something happened to me. That's why you ran away from me that night. Everything else was just pinned on afterwards. That's ridiculous. Weissman's conditioning left me incapable of feeling fear. Okay, that's an interesting flex, but sure. He took away my ability to feel it so that I wouldn't hesitate during an operation. You're a little off target, I'm afraid. No, darn it, I'm not talking about something that superficial. Joshua, you said you can't help but feel like your sister's death happened to someone else, right? Do you know why that is? Of course. It's because I'm a broken wreck of a human being. Nuh-uh! No, wrongo. We aren't letting self-pity get in the way here. Joshua, you just don't want to remember how awful it was when your sister died. How you blame yourself for it. Unconsciously, you've been trying to think of it as someone else's problem to get away from it. A lot of people do that. And on that ship, don't tell me you weren't afraid there. I mean, it was a lot of work just to sneak on board, right? But you didn't even hesitate to help me escape. It's almost as if you were trying to get me away from danger as fast as you possibly could. Danger you were afraid of. You aren't a broken wreck, Joshua. You're just scared. Mostly because you care for people so much it breaks your heart. And you're lying to yourself about it. That's how I see it, and I know I'm right. But that can't. Why can you? Have you forgotten, Buster? I'm Liberal's #1 Joshua watcher. Now that I know all about your past, too, I'm the biggest authority on Joshua Estelle in the world. I know more than Weissman or Lowe, even. Joshua scared and Joshua brave. Joshua lying and Joshua honest. My beloved Joshua. I finally found you, Joshua. I finally reached you. Stop. But I need to say this. I don't want to just be one more person you feel like you have to protect. As long as I'm a bracer, I can't stay away from danger. It's not gonna change even if you leave again, Joshua. It's what I have to do to be who I am. And so, Joshua, let's make a promise. Promise? Let's go forward together from now on, and protect each other, equally. I'm strong enough to be able to cover your back now, Joshua. And if you're on my side, there's nothing I can't beat. No matter what kind of crazy nonsense the society throws at me, I won't die. So you don't need to be afraid for me anymore. I promise. Estelle. Why? How? I haven't been able to cry since Karen died. I could never even shed tears as an act, but now... Aww, it's okay. No one's looking. Cry as long as you want. And I'll just hold you like this.